Ever feel like your inventory is scattered to the four winds?
Mhm.
Like, you're never quite sure what you've got where.
Oh yeah, I know that feeling.
Today, we are taking a deep dive into a tool that can give you that much-needed overview
Right.
of all your stock. We've been looking at resources from s4hclub.com, and they really highlight the power of something called the stock overview, which in SAP speak is MMBE.
Right.
This is about going beyond just simple stock checks. This is like mission control for your inventory,
Yeah.
understanding how much more it offers than a simple stock check and how you can really use all its detailed features.
Yeah, I mean, you might be used to checking stock levels by division, maybe using MB53,
Right.
or looking at what each plant has through the material master, often with MB52.
Yeah, those are the go-tos.
But those are really just looking at individual trees. You're not seeing the whole forest.
Right, right.
What's powerful about the stock overview is it gives you that unified perspective. You can immediately see if one location has way too much of something while another's running low.
So it helps you act fast, make those smart decisions about where to move things.
Exactly.
So how do we actually get to this stock overview? Where do we find it in the system?
It's actually pretty straightforward to get there. You go to logistics, then materials management, then material master, and then right there in that menu, you'll find the stock overview, MMBE.
Okay, so logistics, materials management, material master, stock overview.
Got it. And when we first open it up, what are we going to see on that screen?
So first off, you'll have a couple of choices to make. You can select a specific display version. Think of these as like preset layouts for different purposes.
Okay.
Then you get to choose which stock types you want to include. This is under the selection of display levels. And of course, you can enter any other details you're looking for, like a specific material number. Once you hit execute, you'll get this basic list that summarizes your stock.
Okay.
And it does this across all the relevant levels of your organization, depending on what you chose in those initial selections. It's a nice high-level summary. Okay, so it shows you the big picture, all the moving parts.
Yeah, and by organizational levels, we're talking about things like your different company codes, your plants, your storage locations, however your business operations are structured.
So it's all laid out there for you.
Yeah.
But what if you need to zoom in on a particular area? Like, say you want to know everything about the stock in a specific division.
This is where it gets really cool. You can actually just double-click on that division's icon,
Nice.
or highlight it and select Detailed Display. Either way, you'll get this separate window that pops up and shows you all the stock that division is holding.
Very handy. You can really drill down geographically. Now, what about if you want to look at different types of stock? Like if I want to know specifically about our consignment goods.
It works the exact same way. You can double-click the icon for consignment stock,
Oh,
or highlight it, choose Detailed Display, and it'll open up a window with all your consignment items. It even organizes them by vendor, so you can quickly see how much you're holding from each supplier.
so we can see by location, by type of stock. What about when we need to look at different units of measure? Sometimes we track things in pallets, but the system might use each individual piece. Can we see the stock in those different ways?
Oh, absolutely. The stock overview lets you see stock in any unit of measure that's been set up for that material. To find this, you go to Other Functions in the menu and then choose Permitted Quantity Units.
Okay,
That'll show you all the different ways that materials quantity can be expressed.
got it. And then to actually see the numbers in one of those alternative units?
That's easy. You just go to the unit of quantity field, type in the unit you want, so like pallets instead of pieces, and then click New Selection. The system will redraw the whole display, showing you your stock in that new unit.
Wow, that could save so much time. No more manual conversions.
Exactly.
Now, for folks working with batches of material, does the stock overview give us any specific details about those?
It absolutely does. If you're looking at a material that's managed in batches, you can highlight a specific batch in the list, go to Other Functions, and select Batch Classification. This will show you everything that's been recorded about that particular batch. Things like quality checks, specific characteristics, all that important stuff.
Okay, so we can look at location, we can look at stock type, we can see quantities in different ways, and even get specific details about batches. It's all in one place.
Yeah.
Now, what if I need to switch gears completely and look at a totally different item? Do I have to start all over from the main menu?
No, not at all. You'll see a field labeled material right there on the screen. Just type in the new material number you want to see, click New Selection, and the whole stock overview will refresh to show you the data for that new material.
Nice, so it keeps all your previous selections and just switches to a new item. So it sounds like this stock overview MMBE is really like a central hub for understanding your inventory, from the big picture down to the nitty-gritty details. It's not limited like some of those single view options like MB53 or even the basic material master views.
Right, and it lets you really drill down to see the details you need, whether it's about a specific division, a particular type of stock like consignment, or even detailed batch information. It really gives you a much more complete picture of what's going on with your inventory.
And having all of that at your fingertips in one central place must open up some interesting possibilities, right?
Definitely. Think about it. You've got all this detailed stock data right there in front of you. What if you combine that with other information you have access to, like sales figures or production plans? I mean, the potential for uncovering new insights and making even better decisions is huge. It really makes you think.
It really does. Thanks for walking us through it.
Anytime.
And for our listeners, keep that question in mind. What connections could you make by bringing this stock overview data together with other pieces of the puzzle? There's a lot to uncover there.
Absolutely.
That's all for our deep dive today. We'll see you next time.
See you next time.